Representative Ecklund, thank you for sitting down and talking to us.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you represent, and a little bit about your home life?
Okay. Well, first off, Joan and my wife Joan and I have been married for 31 years. We have 3 children. Nick is 28, and then we've got twin boys, Corey and Jared, that are 25. We're from International Falls. Our home life is, we're mostly an outdoor family. We hunt, we fish. We've got a cabin on the lake and that we're partners with, and we've got 160 acres of hunting land that we have. So that's our recreation. We're not big travelers or anything like that. We like northern Minnesota.
Can you tell us a little bit about your district?
My district, people like to say it's the size of the state of Maryland. It's huge. From Grand Portage in the northeast to Clemenson, which is actually in Lake of the Woods County, but that's the nearest town to the county border in Cooch Lake of the Woods, is about a 7-hour drive if you have good road conditions. And in the campaign, we put on roughly 10,000 miles campaigning. So, it's a huge district. It's the largest in the state. Very diverse district, but very warm-hearted and caring people, too.
Why did you decide to run for state office?
Well, actually, I sought state office in 2006. I ran against Representative Anzels for the DFL endorsement. And I found out that he knew what he was doing and I didn't. I was pretty new to the game, but one of the questions that stood out to me when I ran for that, when I went through the endorsing process on that, is one of the young lady asked me, "Have you ever held elected office before?" And that's the one question I've remembered since 2006. And I remember telling Joan when we were driving home after Tom got the endorsement, I said, "Well, I got to run for county commissioner now." And so I did. I ran for county commissioner in 2006 and against an incumbent that had been there 16 years, and I lost. But I gained great experience, and then he retired after that in 2010, and he called me up and said, "You really should think about running because I think you'd be good." So I didn't have his endorsement, but he encouraged me to run. And then when we got redistricted, I had some people that approached me about running against Representative Dill, and I said, "Absolutely not. He's too good a friend, and I know something about political suicide, and that would be it." And then Representative Dill and I had the conversation. I said, "I'll never run against you, but if you decide you want to retire, I would like to be the first to know." And he told me, "Fair enough." And then unfortunately, his health issues happened, so here I am. I was when David passed away, I was encouraged by several people to consider seeking the seat, and the encouragement was good enough, and Joan supported me, so here we are.
What are some of your legislative priorities?
Well, I think the biggest legislative priority we have right now is our bonding proposals that have come from various communities and counties. We're facing a real serious issue with the mine layoffs in northern Minnesota. So if we can get as many bonding projects through that will help us out, we'll be able to put people to work that may otherwise be laid off, or at least have employment in the district. So bonding is probably the biggest thing for this session. And then Senator Skoye has, and the House also has some tax proposals. I think one of the biggest things that we need to worry about, especially in rural districts, is we need to have a more solid formula for county program aid and local government aid, and I know that's in Senator Skoye's tax proposal, so that when our smaller units of government are doing their budgeting, they know exactly what they have to work with for funding, rather than guessing or being at the whim of the legislature. So I think those are probably the 2 biggest things that we need to work on. Then there's a bunch of others. I want to see true border-to-border broadband and that sort of thing, but I know those are going to take time because the funding needs to be there to make that happen.
Describe what type of legislator you want to be, and how you'll determine if you've been that type of legislator.
Well, I'm a open-minded person, and I tried to convince my constituents when I was running that I would be the kind of person that would seek bipartisanship. And I've already chatted with the speaker about this. I think I can fill the same role that Representative Dill to some extent filled. And Representative Dill was a master at finding people that he could work with from the other side of the aisle. And I would like to think that I can do that, and I know that you don't just jump in and learn how to do that. It takes time and practice and trust. You have to gain trust of the membership, and I think that trust is in both parties. But I think that's the kind of person that I can be, because to be truly effective for rural Minnesota, we're going to have some bipartisan agreement to make things happen.